Netcasts you love.
From people you trust. This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1160 for Friday, August 20th, 2010, the Samsung SyncMaster Monitor. This episode of the Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Squarespace.com, the fast and easy way to publish a high-quality website or blog. For a free trial and 10% off your new account, go to squarespace.com/GizWiz. Now, get ready for Dick. One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead batteries got up to fight. Back to back, they charged each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. A dead Mr. Microphone heard the yells, came and depleted the two dead cells. If you don't believe this lie is true, you can check it in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Inside the warehouse, we find the master warehouse man, Mr. Dick DeBartolo. How you doing?
I'm good. Nice intro. Whoa.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now, did you pre-write that?
I wrote that about 10 seconds before we started recording Monday's episode.
Oh, okay. No, because 1,160 episodes, it will be the first thing that was ever written down for 1,100. Yeah, it's good.
I like to blaze a trail.
Even 10 seconds ahead counts. No. I mean, normally Leah doesn't put that much thought and effort into the show, so doing something 10 seconds ahead
now
of time
that's not true.
No, we have everybody who does the show. We have a good time.
Yeah, I really enjoy doing this show, and it's sad to point out this is the last one I'll do for a while anyway. Leo will be back next Monday.
He will be back. I'm sure he'll think of a reason to go yet again someplace. But no, it was a great week. It went by so fast.
Yeah,
it is Friday, right? It's not Monday, right?
I don't know. Let me check the. Yeah. It's we have a Squarespace sponsorship, so it must be Friday.
Must be Friday. Well, I have a gadget here that I am just putting in the warehouse. I have a little monitor over my computer where I can read what the chat room is typing. And it started acting all funny. And I thought, you know what? The great thing about the Gadget Warehouse is I also have like new stuff there. I said, wait a minute. I have a ViewSonic 17-inch widescreen monitor in the warehouse. So I'll bring that home, hook that up, and return this old monitor to the warehouse. And then I thought, you know what? I remember when I got this monitor was a big deal. Now, I don't know if you'll know it by name. It is the Samsung SyncMaster, and it's the 172MP. But the SyncMaster monitors are kind of a breakthrough series of monitors for Samsung. They had built-in TV tuners. They could do pick and pick, so you could have a little TV picture down in the corner while you were doing your work. They came out in 2003, and we often on the Daily GizWiz talk about how much memory cost just a few years ago. Tom, would you care to venture what a 17-inch monitor with a little tuner card cost? 7 years, maybe 7 years and a month ago.
17-inch monitor, so it was pretty big. It wasn't the biggest
pretty
you could
big.
Get, but it was pretty big back then. And you could get a tuner card in there. I'm going to say $700.
That's very good. It was $799.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, even a little more expensive. I thought I was on the high side.
Yeah. And the people at CNET, do you ever hear of CNET? You ever use CNET?
Gosh, yeah. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, I used to work there for about 5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Yeah.
you are familiar
That's
with
why
them.
I remember. That's why I've heard of them before.
Okay. Well, then you were not quite there yet when CNET reviewed it in 2003.
I wasn't. I was still at Tech TV. I was about a year away.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Yes, you were back there. That's where we met. I think you were going through my luggage. I was stopped by to do screensavers.
Right.
I was on my way to the
I heard
airport.
some guy with gadgets wasn't paying attention to his luggage.
I know. I had. Did you ever see my sound gizmo? It was a little red thing. I had it in my suitcase.
Yeah. No, I don't think I ever.
It looks
one of those.
hold that up. It looks something like that.
Like
that
what?
Thing.
What?
Well,
What? This? This is just my head scratcher here.
Oh, the head scratcher.
I just use that. That's nothing. Don't even.
That's
pay
amazing how they ripped off the sound gizmo to make the head scratcher, which is the next big flop. Anyway, over at CNET, they said what we like about this is there are multiple video in jacks, pick and pick. They were not crazy about the design because it was very hard to adjust the level of the monitor. And they said it was at $799. It was more expensive than other LCD monitors, but it was cleverly designed. And you can hook up a DVD, a VCR, a camcorder. So all in all, it's stylish and very responsive. And what else did they say? Basically, they said...
What's weird about this is that this thing is 7 years old. It doesn't seem like it should be that old. I mean, it's talking about an HD TV-ready monitor.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. The only thing it didn't have was an actual digital input. It had composite, component, S-video.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. Pick and pick, TV tuner.
I like how I found the review you're looking at. I like how they say you can also hook up a VCR.
Yeah, I know. It's right. Isn't that right? Oh, wow, a VCR.
Well, that'll work for me then.
But again, but now the ViewSonic that I replaced it with, the widescreen ViewSonic, which I think has all the same inputs, no TV tuner. I think online you can get that for like $149. You know, it's
and a TV tuner card for less than $100. So you're talking no more than a couple $100, really.
Exactly, and the ViewSonic is widescreen. I mean, if you're a gadget lover, we live in amazing times that you can get these gadgets for very little money and sophisticated stuff.
So 7 years before 2003 would have been 1996, and the monitor equivalent of this in 96 would have been a CRT monitor, just a high resolution, CRT. LCD monitors were way out of the the $800 range.
Well, it's very funny. Like someone emailed me, not emailed me. When I was reading the reviews earlier in the week, we did the Western Digital My AV book DVR expander, and someone wrote, "Do you know how much a terabyte of memory would have cost 10 years ago?"
Oh my God!
They said probably would have been hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Now here's another really interesting point here. I went to CNET's Find a Monitor section to see what would $800 get you today in a monitor. They have you can narrow it down like monitors between 200 and 300, 300, 400. They only go up to $600.
Oh, that's very funny. And at 600, we're talking about what, 25, 27-inch monitor?
Yeah. Let me click through here and see. $500 to $600. Yeah, you've got 22-inch, 20-inch, 19-inch. Even some 15-inch. I don't know why. Why you would spend
Maybe
that much on a 15-inch? Maybe it comes with a
computer attached.
What kind of 15-inch monitor costs $600? Well, they cost $500. Flat panel display, AccuSync.
That's still way
TFT. I don't see anything incredibly amazing about these monitors. They're just gouging you. They're all HD, of course. 1080p.
Yeah, but $500 and 15-inch. I have a 15-inch monitor in my wallet.
That's that's why you've had so many back problems.
That could be it. That could be it. That's why
you're supposed
I don't
to carry those 15-inch monitors
fast.
in your back pocket, not your front pocket.
Oh, damn. I've gone through a lot of them. I'll tell you that. I go through about 3 a day. So
yeah, I can imagine. Every day.
You know, probably that $500 price might be for a gross load of them because you can break them really easy.
Yeah, you could just get a case of them.
Yeah.
We should thank our sponsor, Squarespace. They don't make monitors, but they appear on your monitor because they are where you can make your website. They can make a fast and easy blog for you. Even if you've already got a blog, they make it easy to import it. Any kind of WordPress, Typepad, Blogger, whatever service you use, you can import it over. And for listeners of the Daily GizWiz, you actually get a special deal. We are offering you 10% off when you use the code, or when you go to sign up at squarespace.com/GizWiz. Easy to use UI. That's what's great about Squarespace. No bandwidth problems if your site gets really popular, which you're probably hoping it will. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to cut you off or saying, "Oh, you're using too much bandwidth. I got to jack up the price." They adjust to you as you go. They provide all kinds of modules for building forums, photo galleries, website tracking, so you can see who's visiting and how often. You can have permission access so that other people can actually come in and help you out with the blog. For a free trial, go to squarespace.com/GizWiz. And then if you decide to purchase it, get 10% off when you enter the code GizWiz, GIZWIZ. If you're thinking about starting a blog, you might as well give it a try. Or if you've got a blog, go see what they do over there. It makes things really easy to manage your website. Squarespace.com/GizWiz. I would like to see, you know what I would like to see, Dick?
What would that be?
I'd like to see if we have any letters.
A letter? What a great idea.
Just thought of it. What's that music?
Here come the letters. The letters. Here come the GizWiz letters now.
It's the only part of the show that I suck at.
Here come the Giz. I said the GizWiz letters now. Oh.
One of these days, if I ever get the chance to host the Daily GizWiz again, I am going to bring a letter.
All right.
For Turn the Tables Tuesday, of course.
Don't bring A because we already did that.
Oh, really? Okay. I might bring in T then.
We'll
see.
Don't tip it off. Don't.
I'm not promising. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I've been listening to the podcast since I got my new Android phone, the Droid Iris, E-R-I-S from Verizon. Wait a minute. That means you haven't been listening very long. I listen to your podcast as I'm delivering pizzas in Georgia. I enjoy the many gadgets you present, especially the old ones from the Gadget Warehouse. Nice tie-in. Today's Gadget Warehouse Friday.
Very nice.
I even bought the Blue Ant T1, which is a new gadget, after Leo reviewed it, and I'm loving it. Forgive me if I am the 1,000th email suggesting this, but I think the Microsoft Kin 1 and Kin 2 would be a great addition for the Gadget Warehouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 1,000th suggestion.
Yay! It's likely the fastest product, at least the fastest smartphone to be pulled from the market because it sold horribly. Just put it next to your stash of new Coke and that awful cola with the gel beads in it.
Do they still sell new Coke? Can you get it anywhere?
You know, I think the old Coke store has new Coke, but that's the only place you can get.
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it's strange. It's strange. Here are a few facts about the Kin series of semi-smartphones. Marketed toward teens and tweens, had few resources but came with a hefty data plan. Heavily marketed, lots of TV ads. Microsoft gave up selling them after 6 weeks, and it's rumored to have sold less than 10,000 units. Cost Microsoft an estimated $240 million, which is the budget. It's so funny. 240 is the weekly budget of doing the Daily GizWiz.
That's interesting that matched up so well.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could have, they could have sponsored the Daily GizWiz for 1 week for the same $240 million. I don't think we would have liked the phone any better, but they could have.
You would have liked the GizWiz better than the phone, though. I think
so. I think people still do. I love the show. James Moore from Brunswick, Georgia. And James, if you happen to be in the chat room, can we get 2 pizzas with pepperoni? And what do you want, Tom?
I don't know. Green peppers? You okay with green peppers?
Yeah, green pepper. We'll have to go. It's going to be, James, going to be 2 different deliveries, okay? One's going to the cottage. One's going to Disneyland, Disney World.
Okay. So, that's Disney World.
Disney World. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, it's so funny. I have so many websites I don't even know if I have them. And the other day I thought, did I ever register Disneyland? And so I typed Disneyland in the browser and it went to my website. I guess I do. I guess I do.
That's nice.
I typed in Daily GizWiz. Oh, yeah, I own that too. The Daily GizWiz. Hey, I own that too.
I tried to buy up at one point all the Tom Merritts I could find. TomMerritt.info, TomMerritt.biz. I didn't get all of them, but I got a nice chunk, and I don't remember which ones I got anymore.
Yeah, I know. You have to type in to see what you own. You could go to where you registered them, but why bother?
Oh, that's easy. That's the coward's way out.
The coward's way out.
You know what this letter reminded me of? Do you remember the Twitter Peak device?
I have a Twitter Peak. I have 2 Twitter Peaks in the warehouse.
You can actually still buy them, and what this means is the Twitter Peak may have outlasted the kin because it came before the kin.
In time lens, absolutely.
It, as ridiculous as it was, as limited as it was, also targeted towards teens, it has outlasted the kin.
Old people with great eyesight or giant magnifiers. Right. The Peak was a little device that only got and sent emails, and then they came out with I don't know if they called it Peak 2 or Super Peak.
It was called Twitter Peak. Is the one
Twitter Peak.
I'm thinking of the Twitter Peak, which all it did was read and post to Twitter.
Oh, okay. And then I believe that there was a software upgrade where you could sort of combine the first and the second Peak so that the Peak would also get emails. And then there was a third version, Super Duper Peak, Super Duper Twitter Peak, which would let you actually open attachments. The original Peak that sent and got emails was only text. So, yeah, just on those 3 things alone, they've outlasted Microsoft and probably spent less than $240 million.
For $66, I can order a Twitter Peak off Amazon right now.
Right. And is the service like $9 a month? Does it say?
It doesn't mention it in this description here.
I think for a while it was $9 or $10 a month, or you could do like.
I think the Twitter Peak works. The Twitter Peak itself works over Wi-Fi. So you don't have to buy the service. I think if you wanted to have the email, that's when you need the service.
Yeah, I think it was $10 a month, or
no, it's a high-speed wireless data network with nationwide coverage, so it's not Wi-Fi.
Wow, okay.
But I'm not seeing the service.
Yeah, maybe they threw it into
yeah, kind of like a Kindle or something.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend $50 a month on an expensive smartphone data plan to get Twitter. Of course, you won't get anything else.
I was just going to say, to get only Twitter. Yeah.
Includes service for the lifetime of the device. No contracts or hidden fees. You can still get it. You can't see. What I like is that you can't see all 140 characters at once.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. This is the most useless device ever.
Oh, my word. How many can you see at a time?
It's like 100 characters across.
Oh, wow. Well, it adds a little bit of suspense.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm wondering if I could meet you later tonight at the... Oh, I wonder where they mean.
Click the next button. Let's find out.
Oh, the service went down.
No,
no.
We'll never know. Oh, man.
The humanity of it all.
The huge manatees. Well, I appreciate that letter, especially because I am a fan of the failed product. It's when I do the top 5 show. It's one of my favorite ones to go back to.
Yeah.
The ridiculous products. Some of my favorites. Web service wise would be Flues. Do you remember Flues?
No.
It was the Whoopi Goldberg was the spokesperson, and it was going to replace money on the internet. You would just buy things with Flues.
Yeah, I wish I had known, because I would have invested in that.
Yep.
It just certain things sound right.
Yeah, it just hits you right. You're like, that can't fail.
Yeah. Why hasn't someone replaced money with something?
With something called Flues. Why wouldn't that work?
It's a great name.
And then, of course, the Q Cat, which I imagine you probably have a
Q Cat.
At least a couple of those, right?
Well, one of them.
You only have one? I guess they only made one style. There'd be no point in having two.
Yeah, sometimes manufacturers call me and just say, should we bother making this, or do you want to just buy the prototype from the Gadget Warehouse?
Just take them all off our hands, please.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes at CES, I feel like saying to the person, don't do this.
I don't have space. Please don't come out with this.
Don't do this. This ain't gonna happen.
They call that like direct to DVD in the movie business. They call that direct to warehouse.
The direct to warehouse
release.
Yep.
They just pipe it right into you.
D2W we call it.
Right. That's the secret code.
That's the secret code. I should get that. D2W.com.
You may already own it.
I may own it. Let me just see. Oh, I do own it. Okay.
Oh, look at that. All right. Well, you know what? This has been fun. I've had a great couple weeks filling in for Leo. Of course, happy to have him back on Monday on the ball, as a matter of fact.
On the ball. He'll be on the. He's always on the ball.
So Leo will be on the ball.
But he'll be on the ball, which is really.
That's on the ball squared.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he's on the ball, where will you be?
I will be here.
DAIL. Why? It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.